Alright, today I'm diving into The Strokes. Today I'm going to be reacting to their 2001 release titled Is This It? Now, I have heard one Strokes album, Come Down Machine is the one that I've heard. I enjoyed aspects of that one. I didn't love that record, but I am excited to get into this because from what I know, this is considered to be somewhat of kind of an indie rock classic. Oh, and before I get into it, go join the Patreon if you want to see this reaction uncut. There's a link in the description where you can join that. And yeah, let's get into it. First track. I feel like I've heard, it sounds familiar. I may have heard this on TikTok somewhere. Yes, I know, TikTok, cringe. That classic Strokes kind of vocal processing. Nice little bass line coming in there. It's a really bouncy bass line. Very chill, but kind of summery feel to this track. Cute, sweet, fun little jam. I like the vocal phrasing quite a bit on that opening track. Julian Casablancas, right? That's the lead singer, I believe. I mean, he's got a super iconic voice, partly because of just how his vocals are treated. They're given that kind of very thin and almost sounds like it's coming through like a radio in a way. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a very recognizable kind of vocal timbre, and then like I said, the mixing of his vocals and the processing. Yeah, I like that. It's a cute little jam. It's pretty simple musically, but I think it works. I like the bouncy little bass line in there. Overall, the whole track just feels like it's just moving at this cute little pace. Lyrically, seems to be some relationship here. I don't know how important the lyrics are to a Strokes record, but sonically I really enjoyed that one, so we're gonna keep it going. Next track is The Modern Age. Okay. His vocals are a lot more muddy on this one. Kind of a great release here, this instrumental, this chorus. It's simple again, but it's working. Groove-wise, it does feel a little bit robotic, which I'm not loving. Just a bit stiff, I guess, is the better word. I think vocally he's killing it here, but elements of the track that I really like. I like Julian's vocal performance a lot on that one. I think it's the strongest so far. I like the attitude, and I just like when he goes into that higher register and just gets a little bit more rasp to his voice and really just sings it, you know? He really goes for it, and it's not like the most beautiful singing you've ever heard, but it's just got a nice little flavor and flair to it that I really enjoy. I think on the choruses, the instrumental was great. I loved how it picked up there. I just think during the verses and the pre-choruses, it felt a little bit stiff. So yeah, parts of that, like I said, that I like. Some parts I don't love. We'll keep it going. Soma is next. Great interplay between the guitars there. I love how they're bouncing off each other. Oh, I love what this guitar is doing. See, this is what I mean. These are the vocals I love from this guy. Great chorus. I feel like the instrumental is really taking the spotlight of this this chorus, but love it. This is great. Easily my favorite. Easily. I think it's probably the best vocal performance. Instrumentally, it's my favorite. I love the little during the chorus. I like the build up towards the end there where the drums get a little bit more involved and flashy. I think overall during the chorus is the instrumental again just kind of takes the spotlight, and Julian kind of leaves enough for that to shine with his kind of patient delivery during that part. Yeah, overall just love the drums, the guitar work. I love the interplay of the guitars and how they're working together and kind of bouncing off each other in cool ways. So yeah, we'll keep it going. Barely Legal. Oh no. Oh no. What's this gonna be about? Oh, great chorus. Love how that guitar kind of stands out. Feels like a little bit different of a tone compared to everything we've had so far. Miss I behave. Love this pre-chorus too. Good track. I think that's easily the most explosive so far, and I think that's what makes it stand out in the track list. Yeah, I really love some instrumental ideas on that. I feel like the grooves are getting a little bit repetitive. A lot of the riffs are just this just very like driving, but I don't know. I feel like these grooves are just getting a little bit repetitive. I feel like they're kind of recycling ideas instrumentally. I don't know if I'd come back to it, but it does have some cool stuff in there. Someday. Sounds familiar again? I'm loving this one. Loving how fun and bright this is. I love that. Together we fall apart. Oh, that's fantastic. See, that did a great job of still having that kind of simple, summery, sweet feel to everything, but not getting repetitive and not feeling like recycled instrumental ideas like some of the other tracks have felt like. So yeah, that was great. I think the chorus there is fantastic. Very satisfying and memorable and recognizable guitar chords. And yeah, I just love the phrasing of certain lines in here, like the I see alone, we stand together, we fall apart. Him kind of going up in his register during that line is really satisfying. Vocally, I'm really loving this album. Instrumentally, while it's simple, I am enjoying just the overall kind of chill, summery, laid-back feel of everything, even if it is, like I said, feels like it's recycling ideas. We'll keep going. Alone Together. Okay. I was worried that we were going to get a bunch of tracks that just sounded the same, and I felt like that was kind of happening once we got to Barely Legal, but I feel like it is kind of differentiating itself now, these tracks are. I feel like we're getting some different sounds here and there. Great line there. You drink too much makes me drink the same. Love the bass line on this one. This right here. Love that. Wow, something so satisfying about that chord progression. It hits me in the feels. Oh, bring it home. Bring it home. But that last little riff, that last little bass line, that might be my favorite. That is such a great guitar solo at the end there. Such an interesting chord progression to everything there. And I mean, Julian was great as always. I just feel like the instrumental really, really stood out on that one and made it one of my favorites. I think that's fantastic. What is Genius saying here? Okay, never mind. Nothing. Yeah, that's fantastic. We'll keep it going. Last Night is next, which is another kind of familiar title. I believe I've heard this. I've said that I've felt like I've heard other tracks. I haven't heard any of the other tracks, the previous ones, in full. There were just snippets and moments that I thought that I had heard, but I know that I've heard this one in full. Last Night. This one kind of has a ska feel to it with how those guitar chords are strung. You know, they're on the upbeat. That's what ska does, right? I think. Something kind of loungy about it. I don't know. Oh, great arrangement, just finishing off with that and the drums. That's fantastic. I mean, it's catchy, it's fun, but the lyrics are kind of not funny. Funny? Why did I say funny? I meant to say fun. Not fun. It's a nice contrast between the sound of everything and the lyrics here. Him kind of ignoring this person in this relationship here. We're gonna keep it going. Next track is Hard to Explain. You know, I gotta say, the guitars are really growing on me. Like, I felt like they were getting a little bit repetitive, but I don't know. I feel like there is enough variation here. I love switching up seamlessly between those different drum sounds. The very and then this more kind of spacious traditional drum sound. And I think they just changed the hat. Let's see. Yeah. Just very simple. Switch that hat up. Makes a big difference. Okay. You know, I feel like I'll say it after this. Okay, I was gonna say a lot of these tracks remind me of Mr. Brightside by The Killers. I've heard that album by The Killers. The one that has Mr. Brightside on it. When did that album come out? That's the thing. Was that after? Yeah. So Hot Fuss came out 3 years after this. This album so far is basically like all just a bunch of tracks that are like on the level of Mr. Brightside. Mr. Brightside is such a fun, catchy, but simple, indie rock track, and I feel like this album is just full of those. I mean, I don't really have much to say in particular about that track. Like I said, there's enough variety now to the point where it's not feeling like recycled ideas anymore. Let's keep it going. New York City Cops. I feel like we're due for something a little bit strange, though. We'll see. Maybe this is the one. Starting off kind of strange. Nice punky energy to this one. Ooh. Oh! Hear how bouncy that guitar is? That's great. Oh. Oh. This pre-chorus does things to me, huh? Love it. Like I said, I kind of called it. That's kind of crazy. I said that maybe this album needed something a little bit more strange to kind of switch up the flow of the album a little bit and give us something a little bit more fresh, and we got it right there. A more up-tempo, aggressive punk track, and talking about cops and how they're dumb. So I like it. That was great. Let's keep it going. Trying Your Luck. Oh! I gotta go back. Listen to this. The way the bass comes in there. Oh. Cool track. I like the lyrics quite a lot here. I feel like Julian is very desperate here, obviously, trying to get with this woman. It's never going to be. It's sad, but I agree. It seems at this point, though, he kind of accepts that maybe it's not going to happen, you know? No harm. He's armed, setting off all your line trance. I can't. So is he dissing the other guy here? Is that what's happening? I'll try my luck. This life is on my side. I am your one. I don't know. A little bit of a creepy track with how desperate it is, but I don't know. It makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Not much to say about that one, honestly. I'm kind of running out of things to say about this album because it's just kind of... A lot of the tracks just kind of offer the same thing, and while it is great what they're offering, it's just kind of... There's not much to say about it. Last track, Take It or Leave It. Oh! So is he again kind of feels like he's on the outside looking in and he's kind of dissing this other guy, you know? Love the vocals here. Love how gruff they are here. Hard-hitting, aggressive track to finish things off there. Genius is saying this is about kind of the frustration with boy-girl dynamics. I mean, it mentions that once. Boys act too much, girls act too tough. I don't feel like the entire track is about that. I feel like more so this track is kind of a continuation with the last track where he was desperate, trying to get with this girl, but this other guy was in the picture maybe, and then he's here again, maybe talking about this other guy again, saying he's going to let you down, he's going to break your back, he's going to steal your friends. So it feels like he's just kind of on the outside looking in once again, and there's definitely some anger being released and frustration being released on this track. Love how aggressive that track is, love how hard-hitting and quick, and just a great pace to that track in general. This album, yes, it's kind of simple, like in terms of the grooves. Rhythmically, I feel like it's just a lot of the same stuff happening over and over again, which I don't love, but I feel like the songwriting is pretty great. I feel like Julian is just a great performer in general. His vocals are so engaging, varied, and while they're not like hitting these insane notes or doing these insanely impressive, technically impressive vocal things, it's just the personality and just the tone of his voice that really captures my ear. So I think the guitar tones are pretty great as well. I can't speak. I love a lot of the chord progressions here. I love the arrangements. I love just the chemistry between the band and the vocalist. I feel like they complement each other perfectly here. They know when to let each other shine. Julian oftentimes will take a step back and let the instrumentals do their things, and then oftentimes the instrumental kind of lets Julian take the spotlight, and I feel like there's just great chemistry there, and this is pretty great. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Is This It by The Strokes? Pretty solid. You can definitely, I feel like, see the influence of a lot of this, or you can see the influence of this in a lot of kind of indie rock today, I feel like. Enjoyed it quite a bit. Let me know if I should do any other Strokes albums down below. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know your thoughts down below. Go join the Patreon if you want to see this reaction uncut. And leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.